I'm here with Jimmy and Michael. We're outside the Principality. Manchester United have beaten AC Milan on penalties, 100% record. How are you feeling as we go into the final week before the season?
I think we're good. We're good. Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, Spurs fans, giving it big one. Top four's got to be the aim this year. It's got to be. And even if we don't make the signings of Dybala, we've got Maguire now. Defence is solidified. We've got to just push forwards. We've got attacking players. We've got speed. We've got to push forward, attack every game, try and outscore the opponents. That's my game.
That does seem to be the way Ali's gonna approach these things. Are you confident with the squad that we've got going into the season? Like, you look at that centre half being strengthened, but is it good enough elsewhere? You look at midfield, a potential worry.
I mean, you look at the opponents, depth's never been a problem for us compared to Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, and they're the teams we're sort of aiming for this year, trying to get amongst them. I think we're good in terms of depth. It's just honestly, centre-back had to be improved, right-back had to be improved. They were the big challenges this year. I think going forward, we've got James. He looks a good player. He's playing in pre-season. It looks like he's going to be involved first team. So that's good. If whether it's Martial or Rashford playing up front, we've got to play one of them. And that's looking good. Whether we get.
Are you confident in us having the goals without Romelu Lukaku?
I mean, Romelu Lukaku's a proven Premier League scorer, and Dybala's not that. So Dybala could score, he could not score this year. But I think either way, we've got the creativity. If we keep Pogba as well, especially deep from midfield, we're going forward. We're playing good football. So we've got to outscore opponents, score goals. I think Rashford could do that this year, better than the last few years. I'm confident that get top four. Do well in the Europa League, and we're sort.
Is that a good season for you? Top four in Europa.
Top four now. Consider if we've only made big signings of Wan-Bissaka, James, and Dybala, top four for now, and then we just push. Like, we've got to make more signings, but we all knew that the year before last, and Glazers have done well. If we push this year, it's not what I'd hoped for, but top four is good enough for now. Get back in the Champions League, get pushing on next year.
You echoed that thought.
I think top four in Europa League is what we can aim for. Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool, we're miles behind them in terms of where we're going as a football club. You mean the squad depth they have is remarkable. At Man City, not just the squad depth, but the quality in squad depth. I mean, the players they have in certain areas, they can bring off anyone and bring on a top quality player. But with United, I think we're going in that right direction. I think Harry Maguire coming in would be a brilliant sign. It looks like that's nailed on. I'm not too sure on the Dybala deal because, like you said, Lukaku's a proven goal scorer in this league, and Dybala scored 5 goals last season. Can you really bank on him doing it in the Premier League? It's unsure at the moment, but it's going to be something that we might have to take a risk on. I mean, Lukaku's first touch is dreadful, but Dybala could offer that versatility. He could play in a number 10 role, he could play as a number 9, he could be used out wide, and again, it could be used as squad depth.
So let's say Ali gets his signings that he wants. From what you've seen out of him this pre-season, are you confident he's the man in terms of tactically, all that kind of thing?
I think he's finally brought back the attacking football at Man United, and he's done that with the shrewd sign he's made already of Wan-Bissaka and Dan James. We saw that in pre-season. Those can take players on. They can get down the wing and they can get decent crosses in. I mean, we didn't have that last season. I think that's why Delot was brought in. He was brought in to support Lukaku because Lukaku's more reliant on balls in the box. That's why Delot was brought in. But I think now we're actually trying to work the ball in towards the box rather than just lumping it up the field.
Definitely. There's a bit more.
He's a puppet. For now, he's a puppet.
Who, Ali?
Yeah. Mourinho was a tactically proven manager, and we brought him in, and it didn't work for him because he didn't get the signings he wanted.
Was it just that though, really?
Oh no, I mean, I think he was near in the end, and he's saying now he's going to come back, but Ollie's not a tactically proven manager. So they brought him in because he'll make the right signings that they want him to make, and he'll do what they want him to say in the media. And
do you think he'll get the results that the fans expect?
I think for now, I think we could get top 4 this year, but it's not long term, is it?
Yeah.
He's not proven enough. So that's it. He'll do a couple of years, and then he'll be gone.
Do you think it's a stopgap?
Yeah, it's whoever we get next. For now, it's the signings. I think it's till the Glazers run enough money out of the club, then they'll be gone.
Fingers crossed that soon.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I'm here with James. We're outside of Principality. 2-2, but United win on penalties. Overall, you happy with the performance?
I think we're going in the right direction by all means. You know, Ollie's made some good signings. Harry Maguire we've overpaid for by all means. I think it's a bit of a panic buy if I'm completely honest, but you know, it's in the right direction. You know, why would we not pick up someone like Alderweireld, you know, at half the price, if that? Couple of seasons, and then look at the market in a couple of seasons and bring in, you know, a defender. Look at someone like Tuanzebe. He's had a good, you know, season in the Championship. Give him a couple of years, you know. Give him a couple of games in the Premiership. Where's he going to go? Who knows? But I think, you know, we're worth, you know, he's going.
You say you think it's a panic buy, but do you think it's a buy that's going to improve the team?
It's going to improve the team. As I say, you know, obviously defensively, United for the past 3 or 4 seasons now have struggled. Of course they have. They've struggled. It's definitely in the right direction. But you know, as I say, you know, Ollie's bringing in the youngsters, in the youth players. Tuanzebe, as I say, is 20, 21 years old. It's completely the right direction to take the squad in. But you know, Tuanzebe again, I'd like to see him in the Premier League. I'd like to see him starting a little bit more, maybe, as opposed to bringing in someone like Maguire and spending 80 million on a player. You know, bring in our youth, give him a bash. You know, United for the past 3 or 4 years haven't been, you know, the United they used to be. So you know, we need to give the youth the chance, and I think Tuanzebe is a great example of that by all means.
What have you made of Ollie's tactics, his performances? I know we can't judge much in terms of the results because of the opposition and the stage of pre-season, but have you seen anything from him tactically that you're excited about this season? You
know, we're playing attacking football again. You know, Mourinho by all means, you know, he was a tactical manager. He gave us second place, and you know, a lot of people will kind of look at that and say, you know, he's done well, he's done bad. But Solskjaer coming in, he's playing that attacking football United love again. He's bringing in the youth, he's playing that attacking football again, and that's what United.
Will it get results?
You know, again, in time, you know, that's probably where we went wrong in Moyes' sense. You know, we need to give those players the time that they needed. You know, Zaha, I think maybe again, you know, he's gone back to Palace and he's proven at Palace now. Whether he'd be proven at United, who knows? But you know, we need to give him that chance. You know, we need to give the youth a chance. And you know, United's not gonna, you know, we're not gonna win the Premier League this season by all means. I think definitely we're going the right way. I think we're potentially hit top 4. But we need to give youth that chance, and it's a rebuild. It's going to take time. You mentioned Axel there. What about Mason? Because obviously Romelu Lukaku's leaving. It looks like his head's elsewhere. Can Mace help fill in the goals that his departure will obviously leave? You know, Van Gaal brought in Rashford, and Rashford was a proven goal scorer, and I think Rashford's done fairly well considering where he's come from. Greenwood can be exactly the same. I think they, again, you know, Rashford maybe last season wasn't given the chance he was maybe deserved. He was probably played out of position a little bit. He needs that central attacking role, and you know, maybe with Lukaku going, he'll get that. And again, this season is probably a good chance for Ollie to kind of, you know, bring in that youth. I think we need to use the transition to blood that youth in then. Definitely. That's been the key of what you're saying right now. All I hear is youth. You know, that's United's way though. United's way is youth. It always has been. You know, United has always been very much youth, and I think, you know, Rashford, even Martial, you know, maybe he's been played out of position a little bit. Even Pogba again. You know, Pogba's maybe not youth so much, but again, these are the players we need to be bringing through. These are players we need to be given a chance, you know, regardless of, you know, how well they do in one season. We need to give them a couple of seasons and give them that opportunity to break through into the first team. 100%. Thank you very much, brother. Very much. I'm here with Khalif. We're outside the Principality Stadium. Manchester United have won on penalties today. Who was your man of the match, Khalif?
Rashford.
Why?
Excellent goal.
You don't need a reason. He's just your man of the match.
Yeah.
Anything to do with his goal, or is he your favourite player?
My favourite player.
Marcus.
Or James.
You got to pick one, mate.
Daniel James.
You got the winner in the end as well, in Wales.
First goal as well. Yeah.
The season's coming up. Are you confident or what?
Yeah. Especially with Harry Maguire as well.
Harry Maguire's built that confidence up a bit more, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent, lads. Thank you, yeah?